Galacticos, welcome to this live stream. We're going to do the preview against Borussia Dortmund. We're playing it's kind of a key game. I mean, we're through to the next round. We could technically lose, but it would be very sad to lose our winning streak tomorrow. So we have to win.
Yeah, it has been a lot of debate if the best option is being the top seed of the second seed entering in the next round. And I think that the bottom line is that if you finish second, you would avoid Bayern Munich and Manchester City, but you would take Juventus. But in the presser, Zidane, who has been asked about this situation, and Ramos, they have told that they want to win and they want to advance as the first qualified.
Even if they really are thinking, oh, it's better to be second, I don't see Real Madrid planning the game to not win it at home.
Absolutely, and especially since they have been that clear about winning is the only thing that is in the stake. I think that the lineup, which we are going to talk about right now, it's very, very important because it's going to share the message for the game.
That's true. If you come out with, let's say, a kind of B team lineup, it's a message. I think
it could be a conflict between the words and between the facts.
There you go. That's true. And we think we're going to see basically the same lineup we saw at the Camp Nou. So we're going to go with Keylor. Keylor came back, interestingly enough. Keylor came back after his injury for the game against Dortmund in Germany.
The good news and unexpected news quickly is that Toni Kroos and Morata are back in the squad. Maybe they see some action late in the game. I don't expect them as
a bit of a surprise with Morata and Kroos. I was surprised to see that Kroos was included in the team for the the Club World Cup, but included in the team for tomorrow.
We have to say this time, well done, Sanitas, I guess.
I guess, hopefully it's something well thought, and we're not going to see Toni Kroos having some minutes and then kind of relapsing the injury. I don't think we'll see that.
No, but I think that if he's ready to go, he will see some action.
Yeah.
Then we have we have Deportivo in the weekend.
Next Saturday.
And then we will fly to Japan to the Club World Cup. So I think that it has been good how they integrate Modric back and Casemiro back and even Ramos back without rushing.
Casemiro is good news. We didn't see a Casemiro very match fit against the Leonesa or against Barcelona, but it's just a matter of time, a matter of a couple of games to have Casemiro fully ready.
Right now, Zidane has he do not have to rush the things.
Yeah.
He bench Ramos in the Calderon. Modric. He has been slowly reintroducing the group, and I think he will do the same with Kroos and Morata.
I think this is something that maybe a few or a lot of people didn't expect, but I have to say that Zidane is doing a great job managing the squad. Maybe a lot of people say like, oh, he's not a tactical genius, okay, but the job managing the squad is amazing. How he's administering rests and injuries and everything. And
low-profile players are helping him with this.
Yes, with their performance.
Yes. We have talked about long time about Kovacic, about Lucas Vázquez.
About the new Isco.
It's easier. It's easier to rotate, to handle the overwhelming quality and depth he has.
If everybody's
second unit players stepping up.
It is true. So in the defense, I think we're going to see Carvajal on the right, Marcelo on the left, Varane and Ramos. I think Pepe is a bit more ready, but I think the couple Varane and Ramos are kind of settling as maybe the starting center backs.
Yeah, I would stick to Varane right now.
He played great in the Camp Nou.
Yeah, besides of the fault he conceded, but it's not a major mistake. And I think that he deserves continuity. And Ramos, of course, he did a great defensive match. Yeah. And he added that another goal,
Sergio Ramos! We talked about that. We can talk for hours about I don't know how to call it, the magic, the miracle of Sergio Ramos. But there it is. In the midfield, again, we think we're going to see the same midfield as we saw in the Camp Nou. Maybe thinking about giving Kovacic some rest on the weekend. But maybe Kovacic could see some rest tomorrow. And bring Casemiro back from the beginning.
I think that Casemiro has a shot of entering in the starting lineup, but maybe it's again the 3 games in 1 week. Camp Nou, this Borussia Dortmund and Deportivo, which surprisingly for me beat 5-1 Real Sociedad yesterday in a tremendous exhibition.
I didn't know that.
And they will visit us on Saturday. I think that it's the easiest match of this group of matches.
Exactly.
And I think that, if he continues with Kovacic, it will be okay. And if he decides to enter Casemiro,
it will be okay too. So it's just good. Zidane has options. The options are working. So we're going to go with Casemiro. will start in this game. Casemiro, Modric, and Isco. I think there's no doubt there. You know, the brains of the operation. Might see Isco a little bit to the left with Lucas to the right to see a 4-4-2 because we still have no Bale, and we'll see Cristiano and Benzema up top.
Yeah, I think.
My only doubt really is Benzema, but we have no other option.
But it seems that Benzema's doubt is on the fans, on the analysts, on the journalists, but it's still not on Zidane's mind, you know. But he's not going to be able, Benzema, to sustain for a long time if he's performing like the match he did at Camp Nou. And right now, Morata is going to be pushing him again because he's back. And I think that, you know, Benzema we will see how the Bernabeu behaves towards him because I think that it was very disgusting, his match at Camp Nou.
I think the people are losing patience. The Bernabeu are losing patience with Benzema. Well, normally, we are losing. I think everybody, all of you are losing patience. Most of the comments that we had on the live stream after were about how poorly Benzema was performing. So it's a matter of waiting. As Iñaki said, we can wait to see a better Benzema, and if we don't, we know we have Morata, and Morata will play more.
Absolutely,
definitely.
and we have
and we know that Zidane is not afraid to do that.
Yeah, and we have the Cristiano number 9 option. It works extremely well at Calderon.
In my opinion, it's the best option we have.
For me, it is as well. But you know, if Benzema continues playing like in the Camp Nou, he's going to be in trouble.
Well, hopefully we'll see a better Benzema because we all know too that when we see a good Benzema, he's a good player. He should be on the pitch. No mentions for James. I don't think James is not going to play or Asensio or Mariano. A lot of you were asking, should Mariano replace Benzema?
Mariano is not even in the squad.
Yeah, this is what we say. You know, Mariano shows good manners sometimes, but we have to remember that what we have seen of Mariano was against Cultural Leonesa. We saw some good 5 or 10 minutes against Barça, but
he put the heart at least in the Camp Nou, which is okay.
You always can count on that, but I don't think he's let's say level ready to play Borussia. And talking about the match, Borussia is kind of gelling well. And I think definitely for them, it's going to be, I don't see a life or death thing, but how they will love to break the winning streak of Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Is that an exciting thing?
Yeah, right now it's like when you see the World Series of Poker on TV, knocking down a world champ is always something you could tell your grandson in the future. But I think that they have no pressure in this game.
That's true.
If they are second, they are going to avoid Bayern Munich for sure. So it's not that interesting for them to be second. For them being the first is a real factor.
Because the level of teams that you can play if you are first or second is kind of similar. Man City, Juventus.
But especially when you are a Spanish team. Because picture that Real weren't Spanish, we would be able to face Atletico or Barcelona. So for Borussia, I think it's more on the line in this game. The difference between being the first and the second is greater for than Real Madrid. And we will see.
Well, let's see. With a draw, they would be first. Yeah. Real Madrid. This is important to remember. Real Madrid have to win if we want to be first of the group.
Yeah, no other option.
Yeah.
And they have recovered Marco Reus comparing to the match in the first leg. And Aubameyang is really hot right now. Really hot.
He scored 18 goals in all competitions.
18 games so far. Dembele is they are up front with Dembele, Reus, and Aubameyang is very dynamic. Is very fast. And
Dembele gave us a lot of problems. We saw a good Danilo and a good Varane in that game, but if we see a good Dembele again, we could have some problems.
I read an interview with Tuchel, Borussia's manager today, saying that football is about not only winning 1-0, he has that kind of philosophy, which is great, and I don't picture this Borussia team trying to defend the initial draw in the Bernabeu.
No.
They are going to
well, they have an attacking team.
Yeah, they have an attacking team, and I think that they are going to be very demanding to Real Madrid. They are going to try to push them, to press high, but the same as the first round. They suffer when they have to go back and they have to run.
And to be honest with you, I feel after what we saw at Calderon, after what we saw in Camp Nou, I feel very confident about Real Madrid. And, you know, even though Borussia can come and do whatever they want, I think we still have the advantage. We have the upper hand. I think Real Madrid are going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 for Real Madrid.
I go with a 3-1. I think this is the most relaxed match Real Madrid can have because, you know, being the second, the Champions League is going to stop till
For 3
till
months, it's
February. Maybe you get lucky in the draw next Friday.
We have been lucky before.
I would buy losing that game instead of losing at versus Deportivo, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course,
Because
the league.
dropping 3 points in the league would be more hard.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't buy losing now. I want to get to 40 or 50 matches unbeaten. But anyway, Galacticos, 3-1, 2-1. Let us know what you think is going to happen. What do you expect from the game tomorrow? And of course, right after the game, we'll be analyzing it live as always. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.